Hey, Kevin Yoder here with Yoder Real Estate and KevinYoder.tv. I'm coming to you with a quick update for you, an article I'm reading with the title of Market Data Report, Peak Home Buying Season Gets Pushed, or it's yet to come in 2020. So before I share with you the details of this article, look below to search for all homes that are currently on the market. And by the way, as this article alludes to, there are fewer homes on the market now than there were last year at this time. I'm going to give you 4 key highlights from the article that you can take with and really gain a better understanding of what's happening in this sort of middle of a pandemic. What does it look like for real estate across the country? And also, what does it look like in our own backyard in Grand Rapids, Michigan? There's a link below to search for all homes in the market, and you can find out your home's approximate value, not the exact value. Click on that and get an approximation. Of course, get a hold of your agent, get a hold of a real estate professional. We can help you with that here at Yoder Real Estate as well if you want to dial that number in and get a real specific number for your home's value, because it's always changing. It's not stagnant. By the way, that's something to remember, is that it's always changing. So you really want to have a good sense of what your home's value is at least once a year. Many folks I'm going to recommend at least once a quarter. All right, let's get started. So Market Data Report, peak home buying season yet to come in 2020. Reads the article. So here are the highlights. Home prices are up from last year in some sectors drastically, but we're looking at a 9% growth in median house listing prices since last year, August of 2019. So house prices are up, time on the market is down, so days in the market has dipped, which is always good for sellers, getting that home sold. So decrease of 11%. So that's how much faster homes are selling this year. So we have a drastic dip in inventory, and 35% is a big number. That means that there's 35%. This is nationwide, by the way. Less homes available right now than there were last year at this time, which is causing increased demand. So what they're talking about next is market recovery hold. So what we're talking about is, did we recover from a nearly, in some places, 6 weeks, 8 weeks of being down? In other words, real estate in West Michigan, we were deemed to be unnecessary, right? We weren't considered one of those like necessary industries. So a lot of that spring market was held back, and buyers and sellers that were going to make moves, they stood on the sidelines for obvious reasons. So they're talking about market recovery holds, and it's saying that across the country, most places have rebounded even more so in the last 60 days than they would have been had this not happened, because of all that pent-up demand. Now in West Michigan, we're in the Midwest, we're still behind slightly, like 0.2%. So not too shabby considering what it could look like. Okay, I'm going to wrap with this. It's saying basically, with all this going on and increased demand, less days on the market, these are all positive things for home sellers. So if you're thinking about selling a home, the article wraps with basically saying, like, this might be a time to strike. I'm using their word, strike while the iron is hot. Now, I'm not going to choose to use those words to you directly here. I will simply suggest that there is something in that. Timing is everything. So if you've been holding off selling for maybe wondering what's going to happen, just know that we have plenty of time. That they're suggesting now that the peak selling market is no longer May of 2020, but it's going to be August and September, because we're pushed everything out at least 60 days. If you want to know more about what's going on in the market, always feel free to reach out to us here at Yoder Real Estate. You can go on our website, yoderrealestate.com, and request an appointment with us, or you simply ask us questions. You can always reply down below, send me a message, or send an email, kevin@yoderrealestate.com. I hope this finds you well. If we can help you in any way, please reach out to us, and stay safe. We'll see you soon.